6:38 now. If you've got an old cell phone lying around, maybe a computer you no longer use, you can get rid of all of it without hurting the environment. And as Heidi is showing us now, it's all because of the Super Bowl coming to town. And Heidi, get rid of that hard drive. You don't want anybody in your business.
That's right. You don't want anybody knowing what you're doing on that computer, right, Scott? But it makes sense to get rid of some of this. Check out this phone that they have out here. I bet a lot of you at home have something maybe along the lines of the old flip phone. Isn't this hilarious? Because now everyone has gone the way of smartphones. But even with the smartphone, we're upgrading them every year or two. So all this electronic waste really builds up, and you don't know what to do with it. So here's the day to get rid of it. And it has to do with the Super Bowl being in town. Jack Groh is with the NFL Environmental Program. Good morning.
Hi, Heidi. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You guys offer this e-cycling event, so to speak, every time that you come to a city for the Super Bowl. Why?
Well, we just started this last year in partnership with Verizon. We do a whole bunch of greening around Super Bowl, a whole lot of projects, environmental projects. And last year when we started partnering with Verizon, we sat down and we talked about what we could do together. And this is really close to their heart, the idea of taking electronic waste and getting it disposed of responsibly.
Yeah, because if it doesn't get brought here to be taken apart and recycled and e-cycled, it ends up in the landfills in these cities.
Yeah, and that's all kinds of problems, all kinds of pollution and toxic stuff if it goes into landfills. So what we're doing today is just collecting everybody's e-waste, anybody that wants to come out to Desert Ridge Marketplace, and you can literally bring out anything that plugs into a wall. Well, not refrigerators. And,
But you can bring small appliances too, right?
Yeah, like I say, anything that plugs into a wall, anything electronic we can take, including cell phones. And the interesting thing about the cell phones is they're all going to be, well, the ones that can be reconditioned will be reconditioned, and then Verizon takes them and donates them to domestic violence shelters. So they get a new life, and they get to help people.
What other environmental efforts have you guys been putting forth? I know you guys have been doing some tree planting.
We've done tree planting in 5 different cities, different tree planting projects, and we have one more coming up. Our last one is going to be in Glendale, and it's going to be next Saturday, just before Pro Bowl. But we've also we're powering the stadium and the downtown events with renewable energy. We've been doing that for many years. We also do material repurposing, all the beautiful stuff that you see around the city. You're going to see banners and flags and decor. We collect all that, plus the construction materials, building materials, office supplies, all that stuff, and we repurpose it, reuse it, find homes for it. And then we do some of the normal stuff you might expect for environmental programs. We collect prepared food and donate it to soup kitchens and shelters, and we also do a lot of solid waste recycling.
You make everybody want to have the Super Bowl here every year because they're doing so many good things. You know what, Scott and Gina, I'm a bit of a tree hugger, so I love this event. We're at Desert Ridge Marketplace. We're behind the AMC Theater. It starts at 7:30 and goes till 2 o'clock, so bring your stuff down here.
You're a tree hugger?
No.
I'm from Flagstaff.
We love it that you are. Thanks, Heidi. Really appreciate it. Time right now is 7:41. When the Super Bowl comes to town, it's much more than just a football game. There are several groups that hope to leave the host city better than they found it. Heidi is at Desert Ridge this morning showing us one way this is all happening. Heidi?
Yeah, good morning, guys. The Super Bowl doesn't just come to town, play a football game, and then leave. While they're here, they do a lot of good things, and one of those things is happening here this morning out at Desert Ridge Marketplace. They have a really big e-cycling event going on, and this is Jack Groh with the NFL Environmental Department. You guys are doing such good work out here today. Explain to folks what's happening.
Well, what we're doing out here is e-waste recycling. So this is, all the stuff that's sitting around your house, cell phones and I don't know, toasters, laptops, all that kind of stuff can be brought down here today and responsibly disposed of.
Explain why the NFL decided to create this department and do these types of activities in the host town.
Well, the NFL's been involved in this now for over 20 years, trying to green Super Bowl, trying to, look at our environmental impact and also leave kind of a permanent legacy of greening, too. We're doing tree planting. We're using renewable energy to power all of our facilities, in addition to recycling and some of the other projects we're doing around here, just all part of greening Super Bowl.
I love that. And it gives people here in the Valley a good feeling about all these folks coming to town, because there is a good thing happening here. And Verizon is a partner in this. You guys are really taking anything and everything, not just cell phones at this event.
Absolutely. We see a lot of computers, TVs, monitors, laptops, basically anything you plug in with the exception of large appliances. We can't take refrigerators, washers, or dryers, just about anything else you plug in.
And a lot of people have all those extra cords that they get every time they buy a new gadget or something for their TV.
Yes, cords, plugs, all that. We take all of that.
All right, let's talk about what you guys are doing specifically with the cell phones, because you are recycling those, but they're going to a very good cause.
Correct. So all the cell phones we collect today go to our Hope Line program. And basically our Hope Line program takes the phones and we donate them to local domestic abuse shelters. So it puts them to good use.
So those folks will have a source of communication. And if you're one of the first 200 people out here this morning, you get this. It's an insulated reusable grocery bag and then a little bit of swag to go with it. So the event started at 7:30 this morning. It goes until 2 o'clock down here at Desert Ridge. We're on the northeast side of the AMC Theater. So come on down and get rid of all that stuff that you've got littering up your house. Guys, we'll send it back to you.